Hello there. This is our XML RPC and RMI demonstration. To start off with the demonstration, my name is Afkhan Ahamed. My ID number is 1624174 and I am the server. And in our group we have two clients.
And I am Althaf, and my IT number is 1624198, and I am a client.
I'm Dinithi. My ID number is 1623923 and I'm a client.
This assignment is based on the recycling machine which we did in assignment 1. In here there will be a server, recycling machine server, and many clients from all over the country can be connected to the server, and the server will display all the details of the clients and other useful functions. To start off with the system demonstration, I'll start the XML RPC server first. This is the XML RPC server, and then the client number 1 will start off with the server. In here in the server there is an implementation to get the IP address and the port number of the server. Using the port number and the IP address of the server, the client will connect to the server. Client 2 also will use the same credentials to connect to the server. When both the clients are connected to the server, in the server the connected clients will be listed along with their IP address and the PC name, and when the client is connected to the server, a data txt file is created with the values of with the number of items in the recycling machine, showing how many machine items are there in total. Continuing with the demonstration,
And from client 1 side, I will be adding can and bottle and crate, and I will be printing the receipt. And whereas in the server side, it will be updated according to the items in the machine. Moving on to client 2.
When we add can, bottle, crate and paper bag, when we press the receipt button, it will be print the receipt and it will be updated in the server side.
And also the previous screen which I show you with the number of items in the machine, this screen also gets updated, and the text file which writes the details of the clients also gets updated with the item count and the transaction count. And to continue,
And you can see the existing item values are stored, these values are stored in this file.
and this file will be sent to the server when the client logs in, and this server will keep track of the values in that file. And when the server needs to update the values, you can go to the change values GUI, and here you can update the values of the individual PCs here. If I select here, it will give the updated value, the existing value of the recycling GUI. So first I'll change for this one. I'll change some values here and update. So when I update here, the client here has to update.
Yeah, so after the server has updated the values, so I will be logging into the engineering's login. so it's authenticated with a password. And here I will be updating the machine. And there onwards, when I select the updated item from the server side, you can see the values are updated. And yeah.
And when the engineer has made an action, the action will be recorded in this txt file. And next, to do the same update in the second client, I will change the values of the second client here. I'll change only the bottle and the crate. When I update the items in the server side, it will be updated. And then from the client 2, the items can be updated from the engineer's GUI. And as it is updated, you can see now if you add the items, now the updated values will be displayed in the client. So when you come to the server, both the machine update engineer actions has been recorded in the server. And now even if you go to the change server, the updated values will be here. These values will be saved in the folder where it will be written to a text file with the text IP address, and this is the item count for this IP address. In here, the updated item values are stored in the text file with the IP address as the name. So this shows the existing item count. And
now I will be resetting 2 items from the machine, and I will reset the crate and the bottle, so that
that detail has been updated in the server, where the crate and the bottle has been set to 0, and the total items in the machine also has been changed. And that engineer action will be recorded in the engineer log transaction, where the engineer action has been recorded. And to do the same update in the other client machine, in here the recycling machine can log into the admin panel, which is the engineer's GUI. And here if you reset the values, that changed will be recorded in the server. This along with the IP, the record will be recorded in the server, and that change has also taken effect on this item count display. So again, if we reset or empty the machine, here the empty machine function is being called from the engineer. So the empty machine function is recorded in the engineer action log, and the item count of that machine has been set to 0 as all the items are 0. And again, to demonstrate the empty item in the other client, when the empty machine item is being called, the server records that the item has no items, as the engineer has emptied the items, and the engineer action log, the action is recorded. These actions are mainly called when the engineer wants to reset the item count in the machine, because if the machine is full, the engineer will go and reset the items and perform the other engineer actions. So moving on, the other functionality of the server is that the server keeps track of the number of transactions of each IP address. In here, if you go to this text file, it has recorded 3, as in where 3 transactions of this IP address has been made, and which has been also recorded in the server. So to see which recycling machine has been used the most, we have another GUI which can be accessed by this button. So this chart shows which recycling machine has been used most, and this is the summary of the recycling machine's usage according to all the transactions made. And the transactions has been summarized as in where the PC name and the IP address is here, and the number of transactions and the percentage of how much the machine has been used will be displayed here. In this case, blue is the client 2 and the red is the client 1. So this is all the functions of the server GUI. And one more thing to add in, when the recycling machine is not in use,
like from this side you can log out. So
when the client logs out, the online machines will be changed, whereas the only online machines will be displayed with the count in here. So again, if you log out from the other client PC, all the machines will be logged out, and it will show that 0 machines are available. And from here on, we conclude the XML RPC session, and to continue the RMI session. And starting off with the RMI session, I will run the RMI server here, and to start the clients, clients use the IP address and the port of the server. So the clients have been connected here. Here initially when they start, the count is 0. Okay. And now the clients will add
the items.
Items will be added here, and here the other client also can add the items here, where the other client details, transaction details also will be recorded here. And next, from the server, I will call the update values function, where I can change the values for individual recycling machines. I'll update the value here for both the PCs. So that you can see a change. Here also I have updated both the PCs with values. Okay, and now we go to the client and update the machine. And when the client prints the receipt, the updated values will be used here, and that record will be saved in the engineer's action log. And here the total of that transaction is same as where it is from the client. And next I do the same here with the other client. Here I update the machine. And here the updated values will come here, and both those values will be both the transactions will be recorded in the engineer action. Now to demonstrate the reset function of the engineer, in here the can count and the crate counts will be resetted. Here now the count has been updated where the can and the crate has been resetted from the other client. The other client will reset the bottle value, the paper bag value, just for demonstration. And here the bottle value and the paper bag value has been resetted, and the total has been modified. And now both the transactions will be recorded in the engineer's log. This will be the same for all the engineer actions, where the engineer will perform the action and the action will be recorded here. Likewise, the relevant data will be modified. Data in the text files will be modified where the server can access them later. And same as the server, the details of the client also will be written to text files where the item values are recorded in this test file. And to conclude with the RMI session, I'll show you the summary of the connected recycling machines. And here you can see client 1 has been the client 1 has used 2 transactions, and the client 2 also has used 2 transactions, so that the transaction is equal and it's 50-50. And that is it for the RMI demonstration. And now the client will log out from the server, where the logout details will be updated, and the connected online machines will be resetted. And that is it for the RMI. Thank you for hanging along and watching this video. Have a good day.